Okay, imagine you're going to get given this drawing in your exam. How far down can I go? This is all a bit dodgy, guys. I'm sorry about this. I'm trying to look in my phone, which is stuck on the wall, at the same time as I'm drawing, to make sure I don't go off the page too far. There we go. Okay, so we might have an edge beam that looks something like this. Up a bit higher. Something like that. Okay, so you might be given a drawing that looks something like, oops, doesn't look, your drawing will be a bit straighter than this. Okay, so you're given that. Okay, and if we assume that that is brick veneer, if we say that's a brick veneer wall, what I'll be looking for you to do in your test is fill in the missing details. Okay, so number one, you may not have been given, I can't recall whether or not you're given a finished ground level, FGL, finished ground level, and this one up here would be FFL, finished floor level. Okay, if it's brick veneer, first thing you know is you're going to put in a bottom plate, and this is going to be a stud. And that can be a bottom plate. Okay, I'm just going to say B/P. Reinforcing is placed 20 millimeters from the top, so we should show that 20 millimeters. 20 millimeters cover. Reinforcing will be shown like this in the bottom of the edge beam. And then we will show a vapor barrier. That's the black plastic or orange plastic sheet that's laid entirely underneath the slab. Some councils may permit it to stop there, but any builder with an ounce of common sense will run it all the way around. Okay, and in really high moisture areas, sometimes it's folded back in here. Okay, because we've wrapped our vapor barrier all the way around, and don't confuse this with the damp proof course. A vapor barrier or membrane goes underneath the slab. Because we've got the plastic all the way around there, we're protecting the steel from excessive moisture coming in, so we can reduce the concrete cover to 30 millimeters. So that's 30 there. If I terminated the membrane here, I would have to have 40 millimeters concrete cover there. Now we'll move over here and we'll put in our sand blinding layer. Okay, I could show that like that. So that's our sand blinding layer. Oops, I've gone off the edge of the page a bit. That's trench mesh. Sorry for moving backwards and forwards. As I said, first time I've done this. Okay, and I'll just label that as vapor barrier. Pardon me. Okay, now what I want to do at this point here is there's only a couple of things that are left. I don't need to show all the brickwork. What I could do at a height of some 75 millimeters, I could install Timmy mesh. Okay, so my Timmy mesh is parged. That's a special glue, a bit like KFC's 11 secret herbs and spices. So this is Timmy mesh parged to slab. And that height there, you can just note it like that, 75 millimeter minimum. Because the inside of that wall can get wet during excessive rain, we need to place a flashing and weep hole. So I'll show that in, say, a brick course above, and I'll show a weep hole as a dashed line. So what I've got here is a DPC and a flashing all in one, and that would be nailed to the stud. So I'm running out of room to label this, so I'm going to write flashing and DPC. I'll put in here a weep hole. And weep holes at maximum 1200 centres. And the last thing that needs to go on this drawing is a veneer stud. So a veneer stud is sort of shown like that, and it bends up and gets nailed off. It's a bit of a bad drawing. Gets nailed off onto the stud just like that. Okay, now we'll look at a cavity brick.